I've now been on low dose tea for about 6 months, applying cream every single day. It's really within the last 2 months that I've noticed a difference, and I do wonder if it's because the cream that I switched to was more potent in some way. This last week, or maybe the last 5 days, my voice has been breaking a little bit, so that's kind of why I wanted to make this update now. I mean, if you look back at my other videos, I don't think my speaking voice has changed very much. I just drove to a pharmacist on the other side of the city to pick up my Androfem cream. It's when I squeal or try and hit the high notes or the high pitch range of my voice that it kind of just cuts out. I was climbing yesterday at the gym and I fell off the wall. I was bouldering a V4 or something and I slipped and I went to squeal, and it's like those nightmares that you have when you try and make a sound and just nothing comes out. So I don't know if I can recreate that, but and it just kind of cut out and my voice has been kind of croaky a little bit. I thought I might be sick or I'd eaten too much dairy, but it's definitely been happening a bit. My shoulders have become a little broader. I don't know if you can even tell, but I was wearing a t-shirt the other day and the t-shirt lines, which are meant to be hair, have kind of ridden up a little bit. One of my jackets I can't fit anymore. My wife loves it because she's getting all my old clothes and looks great in them because I can't fit them, so she's pretty stoked. But I guess I'll have to go shopping. I don't know if I would directly blame my broadened shoulders on the testosterone. I think how it kind of works is with the tea in my body, I have a bit more energy so I can work out longer and more frequently. So that's where the muscle building has come from. I think if I was just on this cream and exercising the same amount that I used to, I don't think my shoulders would have grown. So it is because of the exercise, but I've been able to do more exercise because I've had a bit more energy, a bit more stamina. So that's interesting. My stomach has gotten hairier. It's in the genetics. It's just, there's just fuzz happening. I also hear some people who aren't able to cry after being on tea for a while. That hasn't been an issue for me. I've been crying as much as I normally do. I mean, I feel happy. It's just, you know, if I'm watching a movie and there's a sad moment, or if I'm watching a documentary and there's a beautiful part that I feel like, oh, I'm so happy, I can still cry as normal. That hasn't been an issue. I have put on a bit of weight. It's hard because I went from weighing myself in kilos to weighing myself in pounds. I'm really happy that I've done this for myself. My, not inspiration, but the people who I kind of looked to see what this could look like were Lane, I think their name is, and Nutoir Nonsense were the two main ones. So I'm so happy with my chest. I'm so happy with my hormone levels, my emotions. My moods have definitely evened out. My moods are definitely more mellow than they were when I was on that higher dose for a month, and they're more mellow than they were when I wasn't on any dose at all. So I don't know, bodies are weird, but I feel really, really great in this in-between state. I haven't got my levels checked since last time because I don't really think it's necessary, but I'm assuming because I'm on half of what I was when I was at 618, I'm probably at like 309. That's a total guess, but yeah, which is like technically I think really, really low cis male range. According to some people, and then according to some people it's in between cis male and cis female. The bottom end of the cis male range varies a lot. I've seen it as low as 270 in some averages, and I've seen it as high as 500, so no one really knows, but I feel fantastic. I also know in my previous video I talked a lot about my sex drive being really high. That's mellowed out again. I desire sex about twice a week now, which is where I want to be at. It's like I still get to have a sex life and enjoy that, but it's not ruling my life. It's not overtaking everything. I still get to do other things and enjoy that too. So I might update when I'm a year on the gel or the cream. I can't really imagine that there are going to be many more changes. I might just get a little more hairy. yeah, I can't see why much would change. I think if I went off the cream completely, my energy levels would drop again and I might lose a little bit of muscle mass. Although they say when you put muscle mass on, it's harder to lose it again, which is why some people go on high-dose tea for a little bit and then go off it completely and just exercise to kind of maintain that. There's another person on YouTube who did that. I can link to their video as well. Oh, I went climbing for 3 hours yesterday. I topped my first 11D for those who are rock climbers. So that was exciting. So in some of my really early videos, I talked about either not wanting to go on tea at all or really just being quite unsure about it. The reason that I did go on it, I just want to clarify, was I was having really bad mood swings before PMS. I did go on Fluoxetine, which is the generic brand of Xanax, for a little bit to try and fix that. It was terrible. I was getting headaches and dizziness and nausea. And apart from Fluoxetine, the only other option that I really found that seemed like it would work would be low-dose tea for a mood regulation. I had more easy access to that because I'd already had top surgery, so it was considered like a gender transition thing. That's really helped with the moods. I don't even realize if I'm at that time of the month anymore because the Mirena stopped the bleeding and the low-dose tea has stopped the mood swings, so it's like barely even noticeable. So that's awesome. Reasons I wasn't interested in going on tea was I was really worried about genital growth and just being read as male because I'm not. If you looked at my previous video, I did talk a little bit about genital growth. That's stopped since I went back to 1 pump of the cream, and I think this is where it's going to be, and it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And it's been really great. It was, you know, always an option. I definitely don't want to go higher, but at the same time, when people say that, then they get a lot of shit if they then do. I'm really happy with where I'm at. So I finally found this level that I like, this space that I like. If you watch my previous tea update, my levels were too high and I wasn't okay with that. I feel much better in my body now, mentally, physically, emotionally. This is a really good space for me to be, but my insurance company won't provide me the cream, however they will provide me the gel. So next time when I run out of this cream, I'm gonna have to switch from the cream to androgel, and I might have to kind of figure out my levels again.